policy moves between Halloween and the upcoming midterms, it's been a whirlwind of a week. We have the latest for you. My name is Marcus Dia. As Veterans Day kicks off with celebration, as many as 200,000 service members transition back into civilian life each year. However, a reported 40 to 75% of veterans say they have difficulty adjusting back to regular life.
It wasn't easy. I actually wound up having to get a therapy dog just to help keep me grounded.
Along the beautiful shores of the Great South Bay lies a deep-rooted community. A community who would do anything to stay despite the growing threat of climate change and the potential for disastrous flooding. A New York City resident was found dead in a duffel bag. Oshala Gall, a mother of two, was tragically killed by her boyfriend, David Bonola. Oshala was brutally stabbed 55 times and placed in a hockey bag belonging to her son. Her body was found a couple of blocks away from her house on Saturday. Police said her husband and 17-year-old son were out of town, but her 13-year-old son was in the house at the time of her death. Every year, the Chinese Students and Scholars Association hosts the Lantern Festival Gala in celebration of Chinese Lunar New Year. The event has many talents performing, from dancing to singing to acting. Governor Tate Reeves from Jackson, Mississippi has announced earlier this week that the water pressure in tanks have been restored in the city. After an overwhelming season of rain, the water treatment plant was unable to keep up with the demand. This caused a drop in the water pressure, leaving 150,000 people without safe drinking water. For over a month, the residents did not have any clean water for any of their needs. From large waterways to small ponds, microplastics have long been affecting our ecosystem negatively. And with microplastics recently being discovered in human lungs for the first time, the concern of how it will affect the environment and the human body has been a cause for greater alarm.
In order to minimize the plastic consumption, you really need to be aware of the filtered water that you're drinking, and just be aware of the food that you're eating. Really make sure that you're eating like whole products. Make sure that you are not polluting into the ocean.
I actually have stopped using certain like cleansers and stuff like that because they have a lot of bad products, first of all, that are just not good for my skin, and then also lots of microplastic.
Devices such as a Raman microspectrophotometer help detect microplastics in oceans. In a day and age where people spend at least some of their time on social media, the concern over healthy social media practices has become a thought that many seem to have on their mind. That's all we have for today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great weekend, and I hope to see you next week.